This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of September 20th, 2021. This week has three main detectable beats. It begins with an incredibly expansive vibe, information pouring in from every direction, ideas becoming more and more grandiose. Some of it feels unreal, and none of it motivates us to do anything just yet. Because this expansion of information and thoughts and possibilities occurs in the soft, beautiful, boundary-blurring, absolutely confounding Pisces full moon, which has us sitting, soaking, dreaming, fantasizing, and as the moon begins to wane, starting to see many things in quite a clearer, harsher light. The second beat has monumentally important information coming out of the depths, out of the corners, out of the closets, out of all kinds of hidden places, secrets, revelations, hard talks with ourselves, hard talks with other people, with the sense that whatever is being discussed, whatever is being disclosed, is only the beginning of the conversation, only the tip of the iceberg. Action, progress, pushing things forward, all of that shows up over the weekend in the third beat. This one encourages conversations to proceed in an orderly way. It has us working toward structure, toward stability, toward mature and responsible approaches. We're implementing some of those ideas from the beginning of the week, acting on some of the information that flowed in at the beginning of the week, and we're doing it in a way that rides herd on some of the more excessive impulses and moderates and stabilizes as we bring them into form. All of these beats have a touch of discomfort. The exuberance and excessiveness and floating vibe of the beginning of the week may feel too good to be true or too much of a good thing. The revelations and hard truths coming out will bring up a lot that we might have preferred not to have to look at, that we might have preferred not to have been made public. And the forward ho push of the weekend occurs with a nervous tension from an awareness of change that isn't quite happening, from an awareness of desires that have not been fulfilled, of wanting certain changes, but not yet being in a position for them to happen. These beats come from Mercury, the planet of communication, in the easy flow of a trine with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, who is retrograding through the end of the sign of Aquarius, and the full moon in Pisces, both of which are on the 20th. The revelatory beat comes from Mercury squaring Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto the agent of unavoidable evolutionary change, on the 22nd, and the third beat of effort and action comes from Mars, the planet that rules our drive, trining Saturn, the planet of adulting, responsibility, structure, and consequences, on the 25th, just after Venus, ruler of all we value, has opposed Uranus, radical change agent of the zodiac, and that's exact on the 22nd. All of these beats will continue to resound, if somewhat quieter, for the next 3 months, because they are in the air, in the sky, as the sun enters Libra, which happens on the 22nd, and marks the September equinox. Note how your perceptions change. Note how your information flow and your perspectives change. Note how you are able to create achieve and work with order rather than fight against it. All of this will continue to play out like a background program for you until the Capricorn solstice. Homing thought of the week. Use this one only if you really want to know, which is, show me the truth. Song of the week, very, very old, by Pete Seeger, Turn, Turn, Turn. The rock band The Byrds popularized it in the 60s. And the image of the week is a gear turning a quarter of a circle and setting machinery into motion. You'll find more about this in my forecast for the Pisces full moon, which is already up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my newsletter and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. Listen to my show Celestial Compass on the 1st and 3rd Mondays of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern on Om Times Radio. And this week, I am talking about ways to work with all 8 of the moon phases. Yes, lots more than the new and the full. I host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I'm on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.